just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say that.
It's the National Football League.
Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State, set to lead Green Bay.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing, Love. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Bulldozes past him, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and receiver Jayden Reed headed onto the field. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis. So to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Love from the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he is going to have the Lions first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Play action this time with Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win.
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions continue to pull away here this first half. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you can see he leads the league in rushing as he enters his final week. So we'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions open the lead up to 34-0. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because
and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to claw one back. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's 2nd and 8. This to Laporta, right side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this 1st half. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Working out of the gun. Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Love looking to throw it. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Again, it's Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they'll run on the inside handoff. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Shedding through the defense. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this 1st half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached half. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. 3rd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. That's complete to Laporta. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He'll get this. Near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 105 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Love. They sack him back at the 42. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This is taken at the 18. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Four yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action. Love to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Lions look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive. Fighting through, and he's got space. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. 186 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing. Love steps away. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Love now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Love from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. See, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions just continue to roll. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw now. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. 2nd down and 4. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Going back to Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. What impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could have put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To try again after the sack. Love.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now they're in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 29-yard
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Tuli Tuipulotu, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long